the next match for the tag team title on Second, I love their flow of things.
They're smart. They always get their stuff in early to get the high crowd. They're so smart.
Of course, it shouldn't have been on this early since it's for the tag team title. But as you mentioned, the Cucamonga kids want to make sure that all their gets over and then they get out before they get any on them. With Moxley and Kingston and Pieface and Balding for the tag team title. And guess what, Brian? Guess how they started it? A jump start and a big four-way on the floor. And Pieface making funny faces, and they go out in the crowd, and Moxley cosplayed Sandman with a beer can, hitting himself in the head with it. They took Brandon Cutlet into the ring and beat him up, and then the bell rang. Very important, the match hadn't started. We've been fighting for 3 or 4 minutes, but the match just now started, so they could, it's a loophole in the rules. They can do all that stuff. And again, besides the fact that Balding Buck has had his remaining hair colored, this looked like every ECW or indie tag team match ever. And I like Eddie Kingston. Kingston's got something, but I think Moxley brings out the worst in him because Kingston should be the fucking outlaw, rebel, indie kind of wrestler on this roster. If there's going to be one, there only should be one that does all the crazy things. That would fit him. But when it's a balding plumber and everybody else on the fucking card with constant indie style goofy fucking spots and acting, it drags it down. At one point, Pieface tagged Kingston when Kingston was selling, and he came in and acted like a goof. These guys' egos at this point. I know they've got the sycophants and the paid PR people. Oh, they're the greatest tag team in the world. They look like shit. They're the size of grade schoolers, but they work like the Road Warriors. They jack off in the ring constantly, and they can do anything they want to do because they're the modern day version of bookers, which is the executive vice presidents. So their egos are completely out of control. I don't care that they can do these moves and that the one can do Randy Savage's strut and the other one can imitate some other wrestler. That's what they're doing. They're imitating wrestlers. It's fucking visually ridiculous. So this was bumps and movement over and over, and then Gallows and Anderson came out, and Kazarian came out and tackled Anderson and fought him off. They fought off. What does Kazarian have to do with this fucking situation?
They said something on commentary. What did they say? He's like the Elite Buster or something? I've never heard this before, but they said it like we're supposed to know it, like Frankie Kazarian, the Elite Buster. And I was like, what? Is that his new gimmick, that he's going to run in and stop them at random points? But it was there, and then it was gone.
And they were gone. And then the match kept going. And then Pieface got one of the spray cans and hit Moxley in the head with it, and he got color. After he sprayed him, he hit him with it.
And enough with the spray cans.
Well, yeah, but
I get it, heels have gimmicks they use, but I don't think this is necessarily working.
You know, here's the thing. If you're for example, Tammy, used to have her use the fucking mace in the purse, because what does a woman have in her purse? She's got a little tiny spray thing of fucking mace, right? Or she could. So that's okay. But the last week they had a match where they threw 3 of these spray cans in the ring and used all 3 of them in a row.
Brandon Cutler must have a mighty big purse.
Well, that's true. Of course, he's got all of the other fucking members' balls that he has to hold in it. So anyway, so then the Cucamonga kids give the chairman of Moxley Plumbing the Meltzer driver on the stage. It is a tombstone pile driver with supposedly a flipping spike, even though Balding is the one who does the flip and spikes him, but he didn't want to land ass first off the top rope on that stage, so he took it easy a little bit. But They give the guy the Meltzer driver on the fucking stage, and Moxley just stumbles around ringside, rolls in, and starts fighting back. And they stop him again, but nobody tries to beat. They got heat on Moxley forever. Rick Knox continues to be the worst referee in the entire wrestling business.
And he has every Young Bucks match. He's always doing the Young Bucks.
They ask for him because he's the most ineffectual, and he'll give them the least amount of resistance for anything they want to do. And the other referees might try to actually have some type of erect penis and exert some authority. But the reanimated corpse is perfect for the Cucamonga Kids. And I wrote at this point, can this please end? But no, there's more. The Bucks were both in the ring for an extended period of time, double teaming Moxley with the referee staring at it and Kingston staring at it too, standing on the apron going, come on, while the two guys are beating his partner up and the referee's doing nothing about it. So why shouldn't he get in? And then Moxley made his own comeback from all of this. And did you see the spot where he double German suplexed both of the Cucamonga Kids? Because when he waist-locked Pieface waist-locked his own brother and took him over with him. And then after Moxley made his own comeback and did the double German suplex, which was ludicrous that he was doing it to two guys and that the other guy did it to his own brother, and then he tags Kingston. He smears some shit on his hand and he slaps Kingston right in the face with it. That's the kind of tag that was. And so when he did that, I said, that's enough. I'm fast forwarding to the finish because that's just too much. The fucking German suplex on his brother and then the shitty tag. So I fast forwarded. And I fast forwarded some more. Long fast forwarding. I stopped because it looked like they were setting up the finish. But no, the Bucks hit Moxley with 3 super kicks and a double super kick and covered him, and he kicked out after 1. So I fast forwarded some more. God damn. Finally, I found what looked to be the finish. The Bucks get fucking Moxley. The referee is looking and doing nothing while they have him on his knees, and they hit several of those shitty, phony-looking knee lifts that they do while the guy's on his knees and they're holding his hands. 1, 2, 3 on Moxley. So after all that, after every imaginable bump, spike pile drivers off the top onto the stage and all this other shit, the worst-looking moves of the match beat Jon Moxley. The match was scrambled eggs. There were 25 different finishes and injury angle moves. The referee not only was buried, but allowed himself to be buried, and he's the shits anyway. It was way too long. Moxley and the Bucks' whole styles are exposed when they have this much time to do whatever the fuck they want. And they just double-teamed the babyface and beat him flat right in the middle of the ring in front of the referee. What'd you think?
I thought it was all right. You know, I kind of know what to expect with a Young Bucks match. I don't expect rules. I expect lots of double teaming and moves that sometimes make sense, sometimes make no sense. It was exactly what I thought. I thought it was interesting. Nick Jackson dyed his hair, and now he has the facial hair. It's like he left Steely Dan for the Doobie Brothers. And it's exactly, I mean, if you ask me where is AEW going to be in 2 years, when they first started, I would say, well, Omega will be the champion and the Bucks will be the tag team champions. And they are where I thought they would be. But all things considered, okay match. I enjoyed it more than usual because of the audience, the fans in attendance.
I think you were right with a studio audience.
The studio audience, their energy for the match certainly helped things there. Hot crowd early on. But I was puzzled by, I guess Moxley is kind of one of the guys there with their fans, and we could talk about their fans' reactions to a lot of things. It's a very unique fan base. But Moxley's kind of Teflon. I think he could just lose to anyone, and he still will go out there the next week and it won't hurt him.
Well, I didn't say it would hurt him or help him. I'm just saying it's stupid to make any sense of anything.
I wouldn't have done it.
You know what? After that review that you just gave this match, you know what I think, Brian?
I don't.
I think you're nuts. I think you're as crazy as a rainbow trout in a car wash. I think you're ready for a rubber room at the puzzle factory. I think that you need a psychologist, or you just need nuts.com, because nuts stick together. And boy, at nuts.com, the best kept secret of savvy snackers across the country, they've got the nuts. Boy, whether you want them raw, organic, roasted, salted, or candied, even chocolate dipped. I love the white chocolate toffee cashews. I eat a whole bag of those every time I get a hold of them to my head. They've got bourbon pecans, honey sesame sticks. They've got the kid-friendly snacks like dried strawberries and the custom trail mix. It's a one-stop online pantry shop with baking items, smoothie stuff, rolled oats, beans, gluten-free, vegan options, same-day shipping. Delivery is so fast, by the next day you've got it in your hand. It's fresher than the supermarket. And not only do I love this stuff, not only does Stacy love this stuff, but Brian Last and all the little lasties over at Last Manor love it too, don't they?
We are nutsfornuts.com here. I mean, one of the best things is we all kind of talk about the things we want. We make a big order. It's here the next day. I've ordered it at night and had it arrive here the next afternoon. And we've already ordered it 4 times. We are big fans. We just got the, what are they, butter braided pretzels.
Ooh.
That are just delicious. And everything they have there is delicious. We have not found a single thing yet that we didn't like. Everything has been fantastic. And now we're just playing the game of ordering things and getting together and trying them and seeing what we all think.
And the kids love the chocolate-covered gummy bears too, do they not?
The rumor is some of the adults do and may have one hidden up here in the office. But yes, the kids love it as well.
Well, folks, if you want to be as nuts about nuts.com as we are, and you want to go nuts and order a bunch of nuts, well, then you go to nuts.com and you pick out all this stuff. But if you want to get free shipping, on your first order from nuts.com, do this. Text the word experience. That's my show. EXPERIENCE. Text the word experience to 64,000. That's 64 with 3 zeros. Text experience to 64,000, and you're going to get free shipping on your first order of nuts and good things from nuts.com. Terms apply. Available at nuts.com/terms.